Thank you. Welcome the brief opening this tonight's game. It was a really fun game. I thought the kids played very well. I liked the way that we had one inning where we struggled. I think we had some issues with maybe keeping our heads in the game a little bit, and I called the kids over when we were coming into bat, and I said, "Hey, this here's our bad inning. I think this is what happened. I think we had some problems, some trouble paying attention, and the kids responded really well. I said, let's get our helmets, let's get our bats, let's go show them what we could do. And with that inning was the inning we ended up scoring 5 runs in that inning. So they responded really well. They did a superb job there. They did a really good job in the field, making good decisions. We had, I think, one pass ball on a throw. We had a couple others that maybe it's questionable if we what we should have done with the ball or not. But the kids are starting to think the game and really pay attention to how they can be successful in this game. Looking at our hit chart, they hit a few balls out to the outfield, and we were kind of expecting that. We were expecting that they were going to hit deep into our outfield, so we were prepared, had our outfielders back. I think there were 2 balls all night that got past our outfield, or maybe 3 that got past our outfield and allowed people to get multiple bases. I think one was a home run and one was a triple. But even on the ones that got out, we got the ball in as quick as we could. It's a daunting task for a kid to realize that when we pick up the ball and we throw it, it gets somewhere faster. You could throw it farther, quicker than you're going to run. And I could tell in the game we started to see that. And so that's huge. That's huge learning curve, to see that by the end of the game, that's what's happening. And so a lot of credit to the kids. They played really well. We hit really well. We ran the bases well. We even are starting to do a few things where, as I told people after the game, we sent a runner to second base who got tagged out, but because that happened, we were able to score, and we did that because we were in a situation where we really needed some runs, and so the ability to be able to do that and the ability for the kids to start thinking about those things is really cool. I really like that. So, real quick, a couple questions. Thank you. On resiliency, again, we had a bad inning where we had a little bit of trouble. We do really well when we stay and we play in ourselves, and we don't do something that we cause a lot of unforced errors. And I thought we did a really good job rebounding from that. And the kids did a really great job of being able to react to that and see what happened, and then make changes on that. Hitting, I think, let's see, I think we had 20 hits tonight. And that is going to be up there with some of the better games that we've had. When you put the ball into play 20 times, that's 20 times that they have to make an out. We had 5 strikeouts tonight. This is the, I think, fifth game in a row we've had 5 or fewer strikeouts. It's amazing. Again, when we put the ball into play, they have to make the out. They had on the night, they had 2 putouts. So they had two putouts on us. So when we put the ball into play, they really only got us out two times, which is fantastic. That's amazing. And both of those times that we got out, three times, I'm sorry, but all three of those times that we got out, we moved a runner. We either scored a runner or we moved a runner over into scoring position where we were later able to score a run off of that. And so the kids are hopefully we're doing a good job teaching them that those things count. When we need runs, here are some of the things that we can do, how we can manufacture runs. And so that's really, really exciting. The last question. Yeah, asking about the umpire and some of the conversations I had with the umpire tonight. This is the second game in a row that we have had amazing umpires. I really, really like the umpire we had tonight and the umpire we had last Thursday. They really take the time to talk to the kids, to teach the kids something. They're there to help kids learn, and they're there to help us learn. I'll walk away from each game where we have a really, really good umpire, learning something new, and it's very, very nice to see the way that they handle the game, the way that they can handle situations and certain times de-escalate situations. We didn't have anything tonight that I think verged on getting out of hand, but uh, I have seen this umpire in other games before be able to effectively de-escalate situations, and so that was really, really cool. So really, before the game, I was talking to him about some situations that we've had, and he was explaining kind of what we were going to do in the game. And if we have an umpire like we had tonight and Thursday night for the rest of the season, I think we're going to learn a whole lot. The kids are going to learn a whole lot. I'm going to learn a whole lot walking away from this throughout the season. So in closing, this is now, this is our third game in a row that we've won, which is really, really cool. It's really, really fun to see the kids have that kind of success. It's the same type of way they've been playing all year. As of now, we have played 7 games and we have been in all 7 of those games. Even the ones that we came out on the short end, we have been in every single one of those games. And that's because we are playing within ourselves. And when we make a mistake, the kids are able to understand what the mistake was, and we're able to move past it. Nobody's getting bogged down focusing on a mistake and it's leading to 2 or 3. That's really, really hard to do. And that's something that's really, really cool. And I look forward to the rest of the season to see how the kids continue to handle themselves and handle certain situations. So great. Thanks a lot, everybody.